Welcome to the Echo Company Incorporated Call of Duty Gaming channel via YouTube. I am the Man in Black, aka T-Mib Lives, and in conjunction with MayhemNews.com and Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast, we're continuing our gaming review series. Welcome to the Echo Company Incorporated Call of Duty Gaming Report on YouTube. I am the Man in Black, aka T-Mib Lives. And in conjunction with MayhemNews.com and Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast, we are continuing our gaming series. And today we've done several reports on Call of Duty Ghost, and some of them were positive, some of them were negative. This is going to be our overview. I have just in the last couple of months completed my 10th Prestige, and I've done the missions on all of the campaign on hard and all the way up to the top, and pretty much done everything I can except for getting, just finishing up some of the stuff. So I thought it would be a perfect time. I have a system. I give games from 1 to 10. Just to give you some past references, we didn't do videos for those games. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I actually gave one of my highest reviews. Overall was an 8. Modern Warfare 3 was a strong 7, weak 7.5. Now, when Ghost first came out, my preliminary rating for this game was 5.5, mainly because some of the problems. I'm not going to bitch about people camping, because everybody camps in every game that has anything to do with a shooter. So I'm not going to bitch about the camping. That's not Call of Duty's fault. The spawns were a little, I have to give it to them. They jumped on a lot of the stuff that was wrong. Started to fix it pretty fast. Most of the updates now are huge. What people don't realize is when they do updates, it's not just for Xbox 360. It's for Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, any game, any console that they have the game on, pretty much Wii, anything. So, why would you want to play Call of Duty on Wii? But anyway, moving right along. Now, as a final rating for the game, I will give it a strong 6.5, weak 7. And I'm being nice to give it the week 7. Some of the things they've added here recently, the randomizer, you can actually randomize your loadout, or you can actually, if you want to do the operations that you're monitoring, it will actually set up basically a loadout that will help you get that operation complete. Operations in general, allowing all operations to be active, should have been that way from the beginning. But now that it's that, you level up faster. The addition of gun game, the addition of drop zone, all these are positive things. Didn't really particularly like search and destroy, but they had to do something to keep the squeakers quiet. The fact that, in my opinion, you need to be 18 years old to even have a microphone. I think when you buy your game console, if you're not 18 years old, I think the mics ought to be sold separately, and you ought to have to show an ID. A 10-year-old kid does not need a mic on Xbox Live. Matter of fact, all they should be able to hear in the game is the game sound. They should not be able to hear some of the things that are said on Xbox Live. The fact that parents go out and buy these Xbox Live accounts for 10-year-olds makes me question their parenting skills, and the fact that they should never have kids and shouldn't breed. 10-year-old kids should not hear half the stuff that's said in Call of Duty. Yes, a lot of stuff that's said in Call of Duty shouldn't be said. But we are talking about a membership that is, you're supposed to be 18 years old. Now, a 17-year-old, yeah. 16, maybe. But I think it should cut off around, 13, 14, 15. Should be a gray area. And parents should not be complaining and bitching because somebody cussed and their kid was listening to it. I was in a lobby about 3 months ago and they were all doing what they normally do. You know, MF this, and MF that, and GD this, GD that, you know, and this woman actually got on there and started fussing at her son. And he was using the Connect mic, which means he could hear everything we were saying through the TV. And I got her attention. And I said, it's your dumb ass that bought a game that you're supposed to be 17 years old to play. I said, you should be staring in a mirror cussing yourself out. You were the stupid bitch that actually went out and bought a game for a 10 or 11-year-old that actually, you know, and she was like offended. I said, well, I'm not done yet. If you'll listen a while, you'll get offended even more. I said, people like you ought to have to get a license to have children. And then you're going to cuss him out in a public lobby? I said, what you need to be doing is cussing yourself. But now, back to the game. As far as I'm concerned, the campaign was awesome. Had a great storyline. The fact that there was a cliffhanger, which we all know there's going to be some sort of continuation. You know, I think that the way they do Clan Wars, you know, is awesome. The fact that they have a third party, which is Beachhead Studios, actually doing the stuff for the Clan Wars is a wise thing, because, you know, they have a lot of stuff on their thing. You know, they have a lot of stuff on their plate. Okay. So the fact is that I think the way they've done Clan Wars is great. I think the fact that they're on top of cheaters. I know for a fact that I don't know if it's an official, you know, partnership, but I know for a fact that Infinity Ward and Microsoft are actually sharing notes. I know that when there was like 3 weeks that there was reports of over 7,000 people, and some days 7,000 people a day that was actually getting banned because they were cheating. I do not see as many hacks as available. The hackers, though stupid and have no life, apparently are not completely stupid. They do realize that they will get banned, and some of them do not have a bunch of money to go out and just continue buy. The only thing I would like, and if Infinity Ward and the people that made this game, actually, here's what you need to add. You need a blocking ability in the Clan app. There are people using this to send messages and spam people, and it's getting old. I mean, all you got to do is just put a little thing in there that if somebody sends me something, block communications. That way, hey, if I don't want to talk to somebody on the Clan app, I don't have to worry about it. They've kind of been a little bit weak as far as the help in the app. But if you go to the help section on the app, the help is really weak. It really doesn't give you anything. All it does is give you some, do this, and there's no way to report someone except through Xbox Live. There's a problem with that. If they're not a friend or not on a friends list, you can't really access and report them in the game or on Xbox Live. Okay, that's one thing they need to work with. 2, they need live support. Okay, I know we're asking a lot for a video game, but I paid a pretty good chunk of change, so I think I should be able to contact, if it's not you, through Microsoft. Because when you ask people at Microsoft about this game, well, you're going to talk to Infinity Ward. Well, it's on your system. But overall, the gameplay has gotten a little better. I still think that there are some maps that are they're using the spawn system to actually trap people, and you know, they've been fixing these as many times as much as they can. Every update, they, you know, hey, we fixed this. Somebody using this spawn point as a way to win the game, and I think that's great. I think it's awesome. Now we've got this new game coming out, and somebody said that this game had been works for 4 years. So we're going to see if having 4 years instead of 2 to make a game decreases some of the crap that we had in Ghost. There's still people talking trash and, oh, I want to rather play Black Ops 2. Well, the reason why you want to play Black Ops 2 is because Black Ops 2 is easy as hell. If you get a laser pointer on that game, there is no challenge. You just walk around hip firing. If I can go up 28 levels and never play the game in one day, you know, that says something. They have started, at one point you could actually play squads and it actually counted towards your kills. Well, they've actually changed squad play where you can actually still get kills because you're playing against someone else. So, and it's still not the same. A notification would have been nice instead of we sitting here going, well, you know, my kills ain't going up. And guess what? If they're not registering your kills, your ratio is not affected. Now, I still think that the KD ratio system in Ghost is, how to say this nicely? Well, there's really nice crap. It's still too lopsided. I don't want it even. I don't want it 50-50. But I think 60-40 is better than 70-30 because it takes you 70% of going positive to actually raise your KD, which our clan doesn't really care, you know, about KD. That's each individual person's. If you want to get your KD high, fine, you know, whatever. KD doesn't mean crap. I know somebody that's got a crappy KD, but he'll blow everybody off the map. All right, and then you have 30 on the. If you just drop, if you get killed a couple of times and you die, and you go negative a couple of times, your KD drops a whole 100 of a point. So they need to level it out just a little bit. I don't want 50-50 because that would be the point. It'd be just like playing Black Ops 2. The new maps, I do have the full DLC. I get them, you know, no matter what. The first map packs were, well, there was like two good maps, decent maps out of the whole thing. The rest of them are pretty much crap. The second ones, my wife can tell you when she brags about a map pack set, they're good. I think there's only maybe one map that's kind of annoying. It's not really a crappy map, but it's kind of annoying. This is the first one. This set was the first one I actually did the Easter egg thing. I think that's cool. You know, it's kind of hard to do when you're trying to get an Easter egg. Excuse me, get an Easter egg and people are shooting at you. But you know, that's the challenge. The new weapons so far, this DLC for this game has been awesome. The Maverick and the Maverick A2 are awesome. I'm like a clan member. He thinks that when you zoom in with the Maverick A2, I think it zooms in too much. I think maybe when you put the variable zoom, that would be fine. But when it's just the scope and it zooms in way too much and too fast. Because you have an adjustment period. Now the Ripper is just what the name says it all. I think that was a good idea. I'm kind of interested to see the next one, what weapon we're going to get. I figured it'd be some kind of shotgun or something. Now here's the thing. A shotgun and automatic rifle combination. Now that would be interesting. Because a lot of people like to actually carry an automatic and a shotgun as a secondary. Well, this way they could actually have 3 weapons. Yeah, I know you can put the gun underneath, but everybody knows that gun sucks. The shotgun that's underneath. So, but I kind of like the game overall now as opposed to what it was when it first came out. Call of Duty Ghosts did teach me one thing. I may pre-order a game, but I will never buy a game without playing it first. And here's the way pre-orders work, if you don't know that. If you pre-order a game, as long as you have more than $5 or $5 or $10 on that game, you don't have to buy it when it first comes out. They have to hold you a copy. You can go through GameFly or wherever you want to rent games, rent it and play it and see if it's actually worth the money. And if you don't, you can take that off, put it on something else. Titanfall, that's what I'm doing with Titanfall. I did not buy Titanfall. I won't buy Titanfall. I will play it first. And I'm kind of interested to see Sledgehammer's introduction into the, I know they've done one before because they worked on Modern Warfare 3, but this is their first solo game, and I'm liking the trailers. I'm liking some of the perks. I'm liking some of the, the fact that these aren't military. These are actually private military instead of that. So I'm kind of just, I'm looking forward. But that's been my overview of Ghost. And I just want to give somebody a heads up on something. I'm gonna call you out. And but Mystical Gamer, I may lay on my penis and shoot, but at least I have one and know how to use it. Yeah. I figured you'd appreciate that, Hunter. Thanks. This has been the Man in Black, a.k.a. T-Mib Lives, and we're out. Welcome to the Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast with your host, the Man in Black, a.k.a. T-Mib Lives. Each week we're here talking about the wrestling headlines and covering everything from Impact Wrestling to SmackDown. Join us each Tuesday via MayhemNews.com and the Mayhem News Live YouTube channel. You can subscribe to both and keep up with wrestling news and our show.